Hello and welcome to this overview of Maintenance Connection. Maintenance Connection will help you increase your asset reliability, help you work through Hello and welcome to this overview of Maintenance Connection. Maintenance Connection will help you increase your asset reliability, help you work through automations and efficiencies in your work order scheduling, assist you in reducing maintenance costs through visibility and more control, and of course improve your inventory accuracy all the same. Everything Maintenance Connection does is intended to bring value to you and your maintenance teams. Let's talk about some of the areas that the solution can help you with. Now, Maintenance Connection is a very robust system. One of the largest differentiators between us and other CMMSs is that we are very configurable and scalable. The solution is both an enterprise management system and a CMMS to accommodate businesses of all sizes, from single site to multi-site, no matter how large in the user count or amount of assets. We also provide multilingual and multi-currency. All of the data that you need, all in one database with one set of toolkits. The system provides you personalized configuration so that if you belong to a single site, you're only allowed or personalized to see the information for that site, for example. And because all the data is shared and captured within this one system, you'll see how easy it is to measure performance, take stock of your maintenance and your teams. Another differentiator is our customer onboarding. We provide pre- and post-implementation and support. And you'll see today how easy it is to set up some preferences for your users, how flexible the system is, and please bear in mind that our teams are always there to assist. Any user in your organization can use Maintenance Connection to create maintenance requests, whether this be through the Service Requester, which is a more simplified screen, or directly in the Maintenance Work Order Management. Work requests allow you to be handling both planned and reactive work through automated scheduling. There is also great visibility on multi-site or single site so that you can silo the data efficiently. Finally, when looking at work, you have the flexibility through a drag and drop calendar to manage your workflows and the different pieces of work that you will have. Let's take a look at maintenance requests in the system. I'm now connected to Maintenance Connection via my browser. If I want to create a new service request, I can use my New button, select the service requester, and this will allow me to create a simple service request for a particular problem type. In this case, I will select the region, the facility I'd like to use, and I can go down to the individual floor or location to select my asset. As an end user, I can be directly located in the individual building when entering this page. I will now select one of the few problem types set up for this particular machine. And if I wish, and if I were doing this through a mobile phone, I could also add an image to my ticket. Once I hit submit, the service requester will give me a request number and identify the priority for this problem type. I can subsequently chase the status for this request and have a look at it through its life cycle. As a maintenance manager, I may have the authority to create work orders with a little bit more detail and richness. For this, I can hit my New button again and directly go to work orders. You'll see that when I do this, I'm presented in the system with a little bit more detail attached. I can provide a particular reason for the problem or the work to be carried out. I can provide a particular reason for the work to be carried out. I can also allocate a particular problem. When I look through my list, this will open the asset hierarchy structure for my business at the level which I need it to. And will allow me to select the asset that is relevant for this work. Some automations that this system allows me to have are to link the problem type to a procedure. And this procedure can allow me to dictate the tasks that will need to be completed, to estimate the costs for this work, as well as to have any relevant attachments or documents against it. Procedure can also contain the relevant parts and tools. Once I've created the basic work order details, I can of course look at assigning it out to a particular person. This is another automation that can be set in the system as well. I can look at my team and select a person to assign this work to. The calendar will easily guide me on where I am in my day, and I can select the amount of time for this job. You'll see that when the system refreshes, the time is taken out of the available hours for this technician. I can assign as many technicians as I need to complete the work. Through the use of the rest of these tabs, I can continue to plan and schedule this work looking at the individual tasks, the costs, including the parts, and the attachments that I'm going to need to complete this job. At any given time, when I'm ready, I can issue this work out to my technician. But of course, Maintenance Connection isn't just about creating reactive work orders manually. It also allows me to plan and create preventive maintenance. To do so, I can hit Open and go to the Preventive Maintenance. Here we'll look at an example of a monthly HVAC inspection. When I select this, you can see a summary details page that indicates the type of work, the priority for this type of inspection, and I can start to look at the details. To schedule, it's very easy for me to select either time or a meter-based schedule, and I have a lot of flexibility when it comes to choosing the schedule I would like, either on a fixed time, daily, weekly, monthly, or with individual fixed dates. I can also make use of float to calculate the next work order scheduled date based on the previous work order completion date. Every maintenance plan or preventive maintenance will have its allocated procedures. I can add more than one procedure so that on a monthly basis I'm carrying out certain actions, and then on a quarterly basis, for example, at the third interval, I'm adding some tasks maybe, or I require different parts. Each preventive maintenance can have a set of assets that need to be covered in a specific route order. The automations in the system allow me to generate a work order for each of these assets, or to simply include all of these assets under one work order. As with regular work orders, I can also define documents to attach to my preventive maintenance, which will be accessible to my technicians out in the field. When I'm ready, I can hit Save, and the relevant work orders will be generated as and when I have dictated. Coming back to maintenance requests, Maintenance Connection can bring you flexibility and automated ways in which to create these requests, whether they be for reactive work, whether the user is a maintenance manager or an end user, through the various options like the service requester or directly in the maintenance work order. Another aspect of Maintenance Connection is the mobile interface, also known as MC Express. This interface is cleverly designed to be easy to use, provide effective training and user adoption for those technicians in the field, and personalized completely to the technician needs. Through the use of MC Express, technicians can use technologies like barcode scanning to simplify the workflow and scan the relevant assets or parts, and they can provide full job completion details, including signatures. The system can then, of course, notify the relevant people in the system or via email as the work gets completed. Here's the interface for MC Express. As a technician, I have several views and options to me in a nice simplified manner. I can choose to look at the work orders that have been assigned to me, and within each of these I can complete the work. I have access to the tasks, the status of the work order, any parts that I will need to use, and I can also make use of the attachments. These attachments could be against the individual asset in question, the procedure that was attached to this work order, or directly attached on the work order. The documents can be links externally to a system like YouTube, or directly different formatted documents. When I open my tasks, MC Express makes it nice and easy for me to complete the work. If I need to indicate a failure, I can do so through the use of an easy drop-down. MC Express also allows me to use features such as a timer to record labor time, and allows me to provide asset downtime separate to the labor time. When I'm completed, I can provide my labor report and my electronic signature. So once again, the mobile interface of Maintenance Connection through MC Express is easy to use, allows the users to walk around in the field and complete their work. It provides personalized insight into the work that is required of the individuals, and allows them to receive notifications, provide signatures, scan barcodes, and complete the relevant maintenance. We've seen high adoption of our mobile device because it's easy to use and personalized. Another key aspect of Maintenance Connection is, of course, asset management. The asset management side of Maintenance Connection allows you to keep track of the performance down to the asset level with reliable data accuracy. This data can be visualized in several different ways with configurable dashboards and allows you to scale. Of course, as we are tracking things down to the asset, this provides you historical visibility with estimations and projections made simple for your assets, no longer making that repair versus replace decision difficult. Because of our configurable options as well, you can rename, add, and remove fields so that you can track and report on anything that is actually relevant for your workflows. In Maintenance Connection, it's easy for me to access my asset hierarchy and look at the detail on the assets. I can open, choose the assets, and I can see on the left-hand side my asset hierarchy based on the parent-child relationships I have between my sites, my different locations, and my machines, assets, and bill of materials. When I select an asset, I can look even deeper into its details. I can ensure to keep track and classify my asset, and keep track of its status. Of course, I can always connect up my assets meters directly to Maintenance Connection, and I can keep track of specifications against the asset, whether these be things like the color or the temperature and pressure, minimum, maximum, and optimal readings. With these, I can create automated workflows, such as generating a new work order when a failure has been indicated on any of these specifications. And keeping track of these specifications will allow me to look at the performance of the asset over time. Each asset can have a list of parts against it, and of course I can look at the preventive maintenance schedules. Against each asset, I can keep track of the work orders that have been generated and the relevant downtime of this asset when and if it does go down. Maintenance Connection really provides me the tools for my asset management, giving me key insights on my specifications or my meters to create relevant maintenance plans, preventive actions, and visualize the data and the history against the asset. This, of course, increases the reliable data I have access to and allows me to project into the future in a simple way. Maintenance Connection also provides me spare parts tracking and purchasing. Through the use of automated part ordering options, like setting reorder points, the system can create purchase requests and purchase orders to keep all my financial data relevant to my maintenance in one place. This system allows my warehouse managers and warehouse operators, as well as my technicians, to do inventory counts, part checkouts, and transfers. In Maintenance Connection, I can easily navigate to my inventory. When selecting a part, I can see all the detail of this part, whether it is active, serialized, unserialized, kept in stock in my various warehouses. The locations in the various stock rooms, as well as the stock levels, are visible to me. And remember that key reorder point I just mentioned. This can be set to automate the workflow for new POs and new purchasing. Have the ability to see as well the list of vendors and prioritize these based on price or delivery days, or simply through my own prioritization. For any part, I can provide specifications, different document attachments, and where that part has been issued in the different locations. Last but not least, the parts movements or goods movements can be tracked in Maintenance Connection as well. I can see and carry out issues, receipts, and stock transfers directly through the solution. To resume, Maintenance Connection provides me all the spare parts tracking and purchasing needs that I might have in maintenance. I can set automated reorder points for all my parts. I can create and track the purchase requests and orders and send these directly to my suppliers, as well as carry out inventory counts, parts checkouts, and easy bulk updates of stock transfers. Reporting and analysis on your performance can be daunting at times, with data that is perhaps in different locations or partly on paper. The Maintenance Connection built-in reporting module today comes with over 360 reports ready to use. These can be personalized to be made more relevant for you, and they allow for better, faster, and more accurate analysis of the different business areas you have to empower your decision makers that have the competence to better the business through data-based decision making. Reports and KPIs can also be scheduled, and the relevant decision makers can be notified to share insight across the various teams. Please note that as this system is SQL based, and the fact that we provide open RESTful APIs, Maintenance Connection is here to give you better visualization on your overall performance, and does so with complete visibility onto the different aspects of your business. When I want to navigate to my KPI dashboard, I can simply click on the dashboard menu option. My KPIs can be simple or complex, depending on the needs I have, and they can be siloed based on the different repair centers I may have. I can access these KPIs and look at the overall health of my business through these indicators. The reporting that I previously mentioned is available in the Reports tab. This is where the powerhouse and those 360 plus reports live and can be used, configured, and manipulated to create the reports that you need for your business. You can also create custom groups for the individuals that need them so that they can focus on the reports that they need to carry out their decision-making process. Each report's criteria can be set, and when you look at a report, you can see visual aspects or charts, as well as lists of data that can be actioned or can simply provide you the information you need. The charts exist in several different formats to suit your needs. Whenever it is relevant, these reports can be emailed or received automatically through a schedule Whenever it is relevant, each of these reports can be set up to be received via email in different formats on different places to the relevant email recipients. And of course, these reports can be exported in different formats to other systems. So the reporting and KPIs in Maintenance Connection helps empower your decision makers to make that data-driven decision with flexibility and personalized reporting for your business. As I've pointed out how important tracking and reporting is, one thing I want to mention is the fact that Maintenance Connection will be soon adding Accruent Analytics. Since the majority of our customers are already using robust reporting dashboard tool you just saw, the next step in that progression is for our team to continue to further these developments. This type of analytics is coming out in the near future and will allow you to track even more information analytically.
Well, great. That's the end of the presentation. If there are any questions, I don't see any in the Q&A. So at this point, we're a little over time. So perhaps what I'll do is I'll follow up with everyone next week and get your feedback. And apologize. Apparently there was a glitch on the sound at the beginning, so I apologize for that. And I look forward to chatting a little bit more next week, more specifically around your feedback on the solution and how it might align with your requirements. Thank you all for attending and look forward to talking soon.